Hello, welcome back to Pastor TK Cards. Pastor Tommy here. Excited to show you a video today that I've completed my 1973 top set. When I got back into collecting last June, I knew I wanted to be a set collector. I started in 1975. I finished that earlier this year. I'm going to do a video on my 1975 set probably early next week, give you an update. I completed that about a month ago. But last week I got the last two cards actually from my 1973 set. One of those was the number 588 checklist. I put that in the binder. Then I got a slab card of the Nolan Ryan example from 1973. And I have the complete set. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you some of those cards here in just a moment. But 73 is an important year to me. It's one of my favorite sets, if not my favorite set, for a couple reasons. One, that was the year I was born, so that's important. That always makes a difference to all of us as we're collecting. But then my favorite player from my favorite team is got his rookie card in that set, and that's the card number 615, Mike Schmidt. And just excited to have a good copy of that card, and glad to have finished this set. And it's just exciting. I don't know, if you're not a set builder, you probably don't understand, but it's always a great feeling to finish a set. So I'm going to turn the camera around, show you some of my favorite cards from the 1973 top set. Trying to show you some of these cards that are my favorite from the 73 set. Really enjoyed the Roberto Clemente card. Glad to have it in the collection. First Hank Aaron card I ever picked up for my collection came from the 73 set. Got a nice example on a PSA 6. Really, most of these grades are going to be between 4 and 7 at the highest. Just really trying to get a good example. Here's a player that I'll make a player run of, Pete Rose, in a PSA 5. When I started watching baseball, he was with the Phillies, my favorite team, so I've always been a big fan of Pete Rose. Next, I've got a non-Hall of Famer, but just a great card of Thurman Munson, one of the great catchers of his era. And just not an easy card to get in good condition at a decent price. And so I was glad to pick that one up. Great example here of Hall of Famer Frank Robinson in a PSA 7. Really nice looking card there. One of the greatest pitchers in the history of baseball, in my opinion, Bob Gibson. Glad to add that in a PSA 6. Another great pitcher, one of the best in the history of baseball again, Nolan Ryan in a PSA 6. Glad to pick up Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, in a PSA 6 as well. Nice looking card. Another player that I'll be doing his player run is Philly Hall of Famer Steve Carlton, one of the greatest left-handed pitchers in the history of baseball. And really nice copy here in a PSA 7. Only copy of a card I have of this player so far, but I'll be picking up more in the near future. But 73 Topps Willie Mays in a PSA 5. Kind of odd to see him in a Mets uniform, but still a great card. When I really first became a baseball fan, this is one of my favorite players, Rod Carew, one of the greatest hitters of his day. I remember one season him and George Brett were battling out for the batting title and thought maybe one or both of them could hit over 400. Neither one of them did, but still, they both had great batting seasons. And I'm going to start on the 1967 top set at the first of next year, and we'll be picking up a great copy of Rod Carew in that set for sure. So glad to have that one. Speaking of 1967 Topps, great example of the 1973 Topps Tom Seaver, but his rookie card will be in that 67 Topps set as well. And I can almost guarantee you I won't be picking up a PSA 7, but got a really nice copy of that card. And then finally, my favorite set, 73 Topps, my favorite player, Mike Schmidt from my favorite team. So probably one of my favorite cards, the 1973 Topps Mike Schmidt rookie card in a PSA 5. So much fun putting together the 1973 Topps set. Really enjoyed it. Glad to have it done, and glad to have it to where I can enjoy it for the rest of my collecting days. And I appreciate you watching the video. Until next time.